with the millions.
It's that world heavyweight flow. Championship belt wrapped around my waist. Yo, I got that Ric Flair figure flow. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat flow. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated. Folks, get ready, set, let's go. Fight toe to toe, release the flow created by this mic pro. Lights, camera, get low. Action packed, back to back. In fact, this monster will grow. Y'all better let him know. Man with the master plan, and you have no need to know. Hard like winter cold. Bust these fools, anything less than killing whack rappers is a crime. I stay trying to get mine. Stacking value, packing venues, winning over time. Ain't no fine timeline. Open your eyes, you're looking for the best, and this is what you find. Game is only for the bold. You came prepared, now get ready for the show.
Introducing from parts unknown, your UFC and combat sports insider, Clever D, the Combat G, and the sports professor. Yo, what up? What up, friends? You know what it is, Ball and Buds. Back at it again. Yes, we are here for Clubber D, the Combat G's Combat Sports Special. UFC 317 is tonight. No one cares about that sign. UFC 317 is tonight. We will get... it's starting already. We will get into all of the fights. We will do all the picks. Stop making me laugh. But anyways, I am your host, Omar, the sports professor Fonseca. But as always, my right-hand man and star of the show, our UFC, MMA, combat sports insider, Clubber D, the Combat G. What's good, brother?
Yo to the yo. I'm still waiting on my money from whoever's mothers didn't pay me for that Uber ride. But hey, we're here. It's a Saturday. It's 4 o'clock. It's hot up here. So we got a heat wave. A lot of y'all are musty and dusty outside. Get inside. Get on the phone. Get on the computer. Tune in because you might hear something you might like. If you don't like it, just listen to it anyways and hit like and then scamper off. If you're being nosy with a creep, see what we're doing, just hop in for a hot second, hit like, leave a comment. Don't be musty and hop out. It's all good. Boop. Like. Subscribe.
Please. I mean, it's like you said, it's free. I don't know why you would hold out. Like it's like you got to pay money or something.
Yeah, treat it like the samples y'all be getting from Costco and Sam's Club. When you act like you start a conversation, you don't care what the lady's saying. Take your little cracker with the little meat on it and eat it and walk away. Okay, so come over here, get your little cracker with a little meat on it, hit like, and then walk away. You know. We're all dusty, okay?
Yeah, we are dusty. It is 100 degrees outside. Apparently, feels like. So I have not been outside today, and we'll keep it that way. But anyways, thank y'all for tuning in. We really, really appreciate it. Obviously, as you said, hit that like button whether watching live or on the replay, and as well. Please make sure you subscribe at Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS. On YouTube as well. There's a handy QR code right up there at the top. If you go there, that's our link tree. You can find our YouTube. You can find our IG. You can find our Twitter. You can find Clubber D's TikTok, and you can find Clubber D's new YouTube channel at Clubber D. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my brother's YouTube as he's trying to build that up. Cool? All right. Well, let's kick this bad boy off, my brother. All right, cool. So moving into, obviously, we have the UFC 317 card. We'll go ahead and save that for the end, and we'll actually start with some fan mailbag questions. I know, a little backwards today.
I love
it. So let's go ahead and first fan mailbag question that just came into the mailbag. Deontay Wilder didn't look much like his early days, but still pulled out a TKO 7 over Tyrell Herndon. How do you feel about this match and his comeback?
I watched some of that fight. I got in, I want to say maybe halfway through the first round. And it was very sloppy. I mean, the fight was mostly just Tyrone Herndon just grabbing on, holding, and things of that nature. But Wilder was trying to get him up out of there. It just didn't work. The dude was taking a beating, but every time he would get hurt, he would just grab and grapple. Wilder still looks like he has his his reflexes. He's not a super shot fighter, but he didn't look good. There were some openings where if Herndon had a little bit more skills, he could have put it on Wilder. But I think for me, I think Wilder needs to fight somebody next, like maybe a Derek Chisora. I think AJ will give him a body there. I don't think the AJ fight will be great unless he does another tune-up fight and looks a little better. But he still has his old school haymaker, willy-nilly style. He was resorting back to that. I will give him credit. He did discover a bit of a jab this go around. So he's working on little different things. I know he left Malik Scott. He's with a different trainer this camp, but Wilder, I think he can still make money overseas if he fought like someone like Derek Chisora. I think a Dave Allen over there has been talking a little stuff, but if they just throw him in there with somebody like AJ, another heavyweight fighter that needs to put himself out there again, Wilder is going to sleep. He's 39 years old. I mean, he's had a great career. He picked up boxing late, but in the heavyweight field, you could be in your late 30s and early 40s and still do something. So he's not all the way out of there, but he's trending towards that gate to be that gatekeeper. He's trending there.
Right. Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah. No, I mean, I can't not disagree. I can't not disagree with you. I mean, what do we think he's really going to do at 39 years of age? All of a sudden, just have some second comeback that he wins the championship? It's very highly unlikely. Now, is it completely unfathomable? No. Everyone else is older too, except Joshua. But most of the other, Tyson Fury's older, Zhang's older, so it could happen, but it's just very, very highly unlikely. So, agree with you there. All right. Moving on into the next boxing fan mailbag question. This is about the Jake Paul fight tonight. So, our fan mailbag question is: who is going to have the better ratings tonight between Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. on the DAZN pay-per-view versus UFC 317?
That's a tough one. Jake Paul hasn't really been getting the numbers that he used to. I know the Mike Perry fight, it wasn't super great or to his expectations. It's hard to see if the Mexican fan base has turned their back on Chavez Jr. I know he's not very highly touted. A lot of their fan base don't like the way his career has gone, especially him quitting against Danny Jacobs. When he quit on the stool, it's a meme of his dad, like putting his hand to the head and he was just pissed off at him. And fans were throwing beer and stuff in the ring. I think that was I don't know, Skywalker was there. I think it was in New Mexico or somewhere in that area where just the fans were just so pissed off that he even quit and just started throwing stuff into the ring. So I don't know if Chavez has the fan base still, but I still kind of give the edge to Jake Paul. I think they might do better numbers than the UFC. This is a good fight for the UFC, but I have a feeling, this should have been Islam versus Ilia Topuria, but Bilal Muhammad lost the belt, so Islam's moving up to 170. If this was Islam versus Topuria, oh my God, it's not even a question. Jake Paul probably would have changed the date. So yeah, Jake Paul like, let me get up out of here. I ain't battling them. But I think Jake Paul, I think they'll edge it out. They'll edge it out. They will.
Okay. And as well, I know you picked this the other night, but some people who may not have been watching that stream on Thursday, what is your pick for this fight tonight?
Oh, I got I don't know if it was Paul by. So I got to lie. It was Paul by decision or Paul by knockout. I think I got Paul by knockout. I think he's going to win by knockout. I'm actually going to it right now.
Okay.
So yeah. See, the thing with this is that they're fighting. Chavez already said something about Paul not being able to make weight, and he had to kind of make weight at the last second. So I'm wondering if Paul's going to be super tired for this fight. And Gilberto Ramirez is fighting, so that's a good. He's a very popular Mexican fighter, so they will have that fan base watching that as well. All right, finally found it. It took me 3 years, but I got Paul by decision. Okay, we'll go Paul by decision.
Yep, and I'd also have Paul by split decision. I think there'll be some chicanery going on. Your brother chimes in. Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. will finally disown his son.
a lot of my friends, a lot of my Hispanic friends. Shout out to the Rock, Brian. He hates Paul. He hates Paul and hates Chavez with a passion. And he said this is the first time I would want a Chavez get their ass whooped. He's one of those. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know who this is.
Don't give no
Are
attention. You do anyways.
shout out to Beavis and Butthead. All right. I don't know which channel he's actually watching on. The champion has a name. Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, what's his
He
picture look
put his
like? What's his picture look like?
entire network on Do Bronx. It looks like it's
Okay, he's
maybe
putting on. All right. Well, all right. It looked like no soup for you guy in the picture, but okay.
Mhm. Yeah, we will. We'll definitely talk about that fight in just a little bit. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button. All right, cool. Well, let's go ahead and move it into the last mailbag question here. Fan mailbag question, and it asks, "What do you think about John Jones finally giving up the belt, the heavyweight belt, and retiring and letting Tom Aspinall become the true champion?"
Something should have happened a while ago. I mean, John Jones, we know what type of stuff he does. Unfortunately, what he's done in the cage and what he does out the cage is just two different people. I mean, two different people. I don't understand it. And my thing is this: if you're going to hold up to division, they need to stop kissing his ass and just take the belt away ahead of time. And so now you don't have multiple fighters on the shelf waiting for that title shot. You can clear that up right now. Take the belt away, which they've done in the past when fighters didn't want to fight or a fighter was injured. They just took the belt from him. But John Jones gets that special treatment. Islam kind of gets the same thing. But take the belt from them. Let Tom Aspinall should have been a champ outright. And that way you wouldn't piss everybody off when he's ready to fight with his accolades of being undefeated and being the man. Just let him get a title shot. It's pretty easy. He should never fought Stipe. Nobody wanted to see that fight. The fight was trash anyways. So
Yeah, it was great.
to alleviate that crap, Aspinall was the person he was supposed to fight, just if John Jones didn't want to negotiate after about 4 or 5 months, take the belt away and see what he wants to negotiate. It is what it is. Now I haven't done a deep dive in what everything John Jones did. I just saw the brief video of him. I guess the girl called him. She was foul. I don't know if she had pants on.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that cop video is pretty interesting and stuff he was saying on the phone. And she's like, the cop was like, who am I talking to? She's like, oh, Bones Jones. I was like, oh my God. So, it's very very obvious what's going on. So, Jones will do what Jones does. And I think he's promoting some other type of I don't know if it's MMA or some type of other fighting thing. So it should be I forgot the name of it, but he's promoting like another fighting thing. I think he owns it. Rosenstruck fought in about 2 weeks ago, and he was down there in Florida for it. But Jones got all types of other stuff going on. Shout out to him.
Right. A lot of things in his life going on. Erika says John Jones made it clear he doesn't care about fans long ago. He's a self-centered egomaniac. Fans should move on. All the big guys gave him a chance, and he acted like a princess when it came to him.
Yeah, no, I've never liked John Jones outside the cage. I just don't like how he acts. Never been a fan of him. You know what I'm saying? He's gone away way too much, and Dana White let that happen, and that's all Dana White's problem. That's his fault for catering to that.
That is very true.
Saying? Just like Conor McGregor, these big guys. I know they bring attention to them, and they'll sell out, but they're also going to cost you certain pay-per-views and cost you money in the long run to keep on acting silly. You know what I'm saying? He's a grown-ass man. Let's act like one.
Now, he says John never fought someone like Tom. In a theoretical world that we would have had that fight, what do you think would have been the outcome of that fight?
A lot of eye poking, a lot of a lot of eye poking. I think once if John if John could not take him down and they kept it standing up, I don't think it would have gone. It would have went to distance because John can't take a beating, but I would have had Aspinall winning.
Okay,
I would have him because Serial gone. He lost the fight on his way walking to the cage. I don't know what he was thinking when he fought John Jones. And the Stipe fight, like I never see John do a pirouette trying to run away from Stipe punching him. He was afraid of that power, and we haven't seen Stipe fight since he got the uppercut of death from Francis Ngannou like 2-3 years ago. So John's very durable, but we really haven't seen him at heavyweight. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, cool. Well, thank you for that question there. And then Also, here's another question. You did mention McGregor, and that's great because we do have a fan mailbag question on McGregor here. McGregor, the question asked, obviously one of the most biggest stars, former biggest stars of UFC, was recently caught on camera punching a patron at a nightclub in Ibiza, Spain. It looks like he hit him twice and knocked him to the floor. What do you think about this?
I mean, just like he hit the old guy in his bar in Ireland. He hit an old guy. He got into it with an older person a couple years ago. It seems like par for the course with Conor. I mean, that's kind of what he does. Apparently, he likes to fight people outside. He got into it with who was it? Was it Machine Gun Kelly? He got it with him. You know what I'm saying? Too. So that's just who he wants to be. He wants to be, somebody that does everything outside the cage and doesn't want to do it in the cage. And I get it. He's made his money, so he's at the point where, do I even need to fight? So I get that aspect, but just don't tease the fans acting like you want to fight when no damn well you just want to go party and do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? But he has to not like say that word. He has to just he'll bounce back. You know what I'm saying? People forget about it. They'll forget about it. He'll be okay.
He has the complexion for protection.
Pretty much. Pretty much. He'll be all right.
McGregor, another hoe. Yeah, I mean he lost his at least respect from the combat sports community a while ago when he started pulling all these antics. Yeah. But also he's got to watch out because you hitting these randos in the face, they're gonna sue the hell out of you.
I would.
Oh my God, I'd be rich. Yeah.
First of all, he's like 5-0. Go ahead, swing up and hit me. Go ahead. I'll fall out. I'd act like I was having convulsions. You think I was spiked by Solo Sequoia? So whatever.
I'd be like Ezel, my neck, my back, my neck and my back.
Please, I wish he would. Come on. God dang it.
That's great. Yeah, punch me in the face. I'll take some whatever millions you got. You go back that Brinks truck up, sucker, just like beep, beep. That's great. Anyways, all right. He says MMA is founded on martial arts. Martial arts is about respect and honor. Bones has none. He doesn't represent the martial arts mindset. Never bring up that name again. Good riddance. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, cool. One more. We missed this one. Oh, look who it is. Flo.
Oh, man overseas.
From Ukraine. Shout out. Salute. Thank you for your service and thank you for tuning in. All right, cool. Flo in the house. Wow, nice. So it must be like midnight there or something. All right, cool. We got mad people watching on the YouTubes. Please make sure you subscribe at both Ball and Buds or Clubber D.
Bring it in.
You're watching
at
one or the other. One last fan mailbag question here, and this is actually it's not a fan mail. This is mine. This is the professor's question. You did mention earlier, we were talking about offline about the Charleston White Island boy kind of fighting event. Well, to talk about another one recently, Antonio Brown is wanted by authorities in Miami-Dade County for attempted murder, according to an arrest warrant that stems from one of these celebrity boxing events back in May.
Yeah,
apparently he says he was getting jumped for his jewelry and he pulled out his pistol. Aiden Ross, which I don't know why they keep inviting this punk to all these events, filmed it.
It's his event.
Oh, was it? His event that happened? Okay, event. Well, there you go. Well, I guess he can do whatever he wants then. So anyways, he's the one that had the footage that the cops used for the arrest warrant. What do you think about this?
So from what I saw, it looked like Antonio Brown, he got in first. You see him on a scuffling somebody, and I think another person. I think it may have been security. Was he mistaken the second person? But he goes and grabs his piece, and then you see him run off. First of all, if you're gonna get into it with an NFL player or somebody that was in the NFL or whatever, or a pro athlete that looks like they're in shape, don't run. They're gonna catch you. Where are you going? You know what I'm saying? That's like trying to smack Usain Bolt in the back head and try to run off. Like you're not gonna get caught. So. That happened, and then you hear the pop of the gun going off. So I'm not sure the laws in Florida. I know the stand your ground law.
Yeah,
but the fact that he got the gun and then went after the person, that might make things a little more sticky for him.
That's a good point.
So because they had an incident in Virginia where these kids were knocking and running at night, and the individual,
Uh-oh.
unfortunately, the kid knocked on a guy's door, ran down the street, and the guy came out and popped him.
Oof.
And in Virginia, you can't do that because they're not coming into your house. So I don't know the rules in Florida how that's going to be, but is what it is.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Flo said 10:30 in Europe. Yeah, obviously you wouldn't be in Ukraine. My apologies. There's a war there. Obviously you would not be there. But yeah, somewhere in Europe. Thank you for sharing that on the Bottom Line Sports. Everybody watching on the Bottom Line Sports, we appreciate you as always for tuning in. Thank you.
Shout out
Everybody,
to Flo
make sure you
Canteen.
subscribe. Yes, Flo Canteen and my brother Hot Take Jake as well.
Speaking of, hold on, though. Speaking of Jake, I
Yes.
listened to the last joint they did. It popped up. And I was going
Mhm.
to write on there, they shouldn't be having his co-host calling him daddy every 2 seconds. I was like, pause. Like, what are y'all? Yeah. I said, what am I listening to? Yeah. He was like, hey, how's it going, daddy? Because I know that's an inside joke. Keep that inside next time, fellas. Like, 2 grown men to call another man daddy like that. Come on now, guys. Come on. What y'all doing over there? What y'all doing?
I haven't heard the latest episode yet.
Oh, my goodness. I said,
But yeah.
whoa.
Wow, that's
What
pause.
y'all doing?
That's hella pause worthy, my friends. Y'all got to
doing?
watch out for that. Erika says these guys are multimillionaires and keep ruining their legacies. I would quit and chill in Thailand with them lady boys. 24. Wow.
Jeez,
Okay, pause on that, my friend. I do like the pad thai, but pause on everything else you just said. Please do talk. Oh, we are about to go into UFC 317 right now, my friend.
We got it, bro. We got this. We got you, bro. We got you.
We will get there for you. Okay, cool. Yeah, everybody make sure, again, you subscribe to Ball and Buds and hit that like button for us, as well as subscribe Club at D.
Yeah, let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up. Let's
get these likes up. Right, come on. If y'all are watching, I see that. I mean, we got 10 people on here watching live. Let's go. Come on, hit that like button. All right, cool. Let's move it into what you came for, UFC 317. All right, well, we're going to hit some quick hitters for you. We're going to go through some of the early prelims, pre-prelims for you, and Clubber D will give you some picks. So that way, if you want to go submit on your DraftKings, FanDuel, ESPN Bet, whichever one of them want to sponsor this show, go ahead and do that. You ready, Clubber D?
Let's do this.
All right. First of all, on the early prelims, there was a fighter that you wanted to talk about by the name of Jacob Smith. He is a heavy favorite here, 2,100 favorite against Nico Price. What are your thoughts on this up and coming fighter?
Yeah, they got him on, like you said, they got him on the pre. That's not even on ESPN. That's probably on like WhatsApp or something like that, wherever they stream that thing on. But Jacoby Smith, he's 10-0, young up and comer. Nico Price is a good test. Nico Price is a durable fighter, probably best remembered for Robbie Lawler's walk-off knockout in his retirement match, like bow, go to sleep. So I got Jacoby Smith winning that impressively, but he's gonna be a young fighter, because a young up-and-coming fighter, because the problem with the UFC, they don't have not too many up-and-coming fighters that people know about. So he's a young kid they can market off of. I'm a fan of Jacoby Smith.
Hey, yeah, there you go. I mean, anyone that they can market, Dana White will look to definitely try to market him as much as possible. So yeah, yes, and we do appreciate you commenting. Keep those comments coming in. Help us out in that algorithm. Thank you. All right, cool. Moving into another fight. The ladies here on the prelims, you've got Viviane Adahu. Oh, okay,
Brazilian.
Adahu versus Tracy Cortez. Tracy Cortez is a 225 favorite. What are your thoughts on this fight?
Oh yeah, I got Tracy all the way. She lost the first fight, the last fight against Rose, but Tracy's a little more advanced in their career right now. So I got Tracy by decision in this fight.
Tracy by decision. All right. So there you go. Tracy Cortez by decision. Let's move it on to another one here. It's still in the prelims. Jack Hermanson will be going up against Gregory Rodriguez. Rodriguez here is a 198 favorite. So what are your thoughts on this fight?
I got RoboCop. Rodriguez knocking Hermanson out. I was gonna say a first round knockout, but don't most likely the second round knockout. I got the RoboCop doing. He's a man out of Brazil. He's tough as nails, and I don't know if Hermanson's been knocked out before. May have. I'm not too sure, but he get knocked out today. Getting knocked out today.
Getting knocked out. All right.
Skywalker? I see you out there.
Oh, wait a second. We got some Skywalker in the hizzy. All right, let me see. Yes, we do. Ha! Salute. Y'all
That's the
make sure
man
you
right there.
tap in with Skywalker Boxing Media. Subscribe to his YouTube. If you're on Facebook, he is at Skywalker Boxeo. Make sure you tap
But
in
he
with
is
our brother.
tapped in with all the new up and comer fighters. This man knows about everybody in
Mhm.
the fighting town of Albuquerque, from MMA to boxing. This man knows it all. Yeah, the prelims are on. The zone prelims are on right now. For anyone that want to watch those, but just wait till after the show.
Yeah, wait till after the show. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you tuning in again. Y'all tap in with them right there. Thank you so much. Yes, the wolf. The wolf is in the house, Clubber D. All right, cool.
Goddamn right.
Let's move it into the main card here. So we've got 5 fights on the main card. I mean, we're gonna get deep into the main and co-main. This is happening there in the Honda Center. In California, Anaheim.
Mhm.
We'll start with the bantamweight bout. Peyton Talbot versus Felipe Lima. Felipe Lima is a 180 favorite here. Who do you have in this fight? And I got those club bangers ready.
You know, for this one, I was going Talbot. I was thinking Talbot, but I have a feeling, let's go ahead and get that banger going. I got
Oh, we got okay. That was quick. I wasn't ready. I wasn't that ready.
yeah.
There we go.
This one, I mean, I didn't
Club banger.
kind of burp. I got Lima. I got Lima by unanimous decision. Okay,
Okay.
he get up in that ass. No pause.
Whoa.
What?
Wowzers.
What happened?
All right, we're going to move it on from there into a lightweight bout, which should be freaking awesome between these two. The Vegas has it at almost an even fight.
Mhm.
Moicano is the favorite by just a tad at 115 to 105. So you've got the number 11th ranked Renato Moicano versus the number 9 ranked lightweight Beneil Dariush. We both know these fighters very well. Dariush is 22-6, and Moicano is 20-6. They are both coming off losses. What are your thoughts on this fight?
Yeah, I love showing my money, Moicano. I think right now in their career he's a little more advanced, but he'll never lived up to where he should have been. He does have a win over Charles Oliveira, but I got money Moicano on this one. I got my man money. And
All right.
hold on, I can stay away because I think so damn slow. I gotta pop it. I'm quick with it. I think don't the thing's too much of a draw.
That's funny.
But
Okay.
yeah, I got money. And
Okay.
he gonna knock Beneil out in the 3rd round.
All right, cool. Skywalker says, told you Makhmadov was going to bang so far. Predictions been good except Wilder. Pause on that. And okay. Don't know where. What are your predictions?
I thought he had Wilder in a second. I had Wilder in a second.
Yeah, we all had Wilder. What are you talking about, Skywalker? Everybody had Wilder.
Probably when he knocked him out.
The round. Yeah. It was 7.
round.
No one had that. I had the latest at 4.
Yeah,
So,
I think I had second.
what do you use, Clubber D? What's your betting platform of choice?
None. I don't bet.
Okay.
I don't like gambling. I mean, I've gambled in the past. I'll bet if they sponsor me, but to be honest with you, I like picking them, but I'm one of those people where I know live betting is a thing and everyone's likes to bet on these fights and whatnot. My issue with that, for me personally, when I get too into that, it takes away from me enjoying the fight, because I got money on them winning a certain way or winning a certain round. So I'm gonna get pissed off and kind of not enjoy the fight the way I usually do. So that's the only reason why I don't really get into betting that much. I don't disrespect or feel bad or feel a certain way about anyone who does bet or is big into that. But like even with live betting, I'd rather just watch a good game instead of be like, oh shit, they need to be down by 10 points, and that's not really, kind of takes away from me.
Yeah, I bet, but I bet passively. I don't bet like that. I bet more on, I'll just run some parlays, and if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, I don't really care. Just like a buck here, a buck there, nothing major ever. Yeah, that's my extent of it. I use ESPN Bet just because I'm an ESPN loyalist. And
FanDuel was my stuff if I did do it. My bad. FanDuel was my stuff. Yeah.
There you go. Hey, and again, if any of y'all want to sponsor this show, we will start betting on your podcast.
Yeah, I'll get back into it. I'll get back into it.
We will be watching all of it all over tonight. You are right about that, my friend. We all had Wilder before 4.
Yeah.
So, but it was TKO 7 for him tonight. He said Billy didn't play with his food, LOL.
Mm-mm.
And now he's saying
When Billy was second round knockout, I think got him up out of there.
Felix, but he means Rene Alvarado is about to pull an upset.
Well, we'll see.
Okay. Cool. What else we got
The
here?
dog
Let's
shakes
see.
in the background.
I just want to throw $20 or something, put a little skin in the game, not like 300 unless I am super confident about a bet. Yeah, I mean that.
Yeah, I feel you. Just do a little, throw a little parlay, see what happens on a pick couple on the main event and the co-main, and I'd say throw Cortez. I think Cortez winning by decision is pretty much a lock. As far as RoboCop beating Hermanson, I think he's going to win, and the way RoboCop fights, I truly think he's going to knock his ass out. Now, which round? First, second, third, whatever. But or you just hedge your bet to say he's just going to win. Just go for him as the win. But I feel it's going to be a knockout.
All right, word. There you go. Take that and bet it in your platform. Let's keep it moving. We're going to move into this fight that you said is a title shot. The winner will most likely get a title shot. This is Brandon Royval versus Joshua Van in a flyweight bout. Royval is 17-7.
Mm-hmm.
Van is 14-2, both coming off of wins. Now, something to note here, Royval does have a 4-inch height advantage and a 3-inch reach and leg reach advantage.
This fight might steal the show, but I got Van outboxing the hell out of Royval. Royval is good, but it's kind of like that division reminds me of some of the females divisions where they fought a who's who, kind of fought each other. I think Van I think Van has the better boxing skills, and I think he's going to get him up out of there. I don't know if it's going to be a knockout, but I would say you get it ready. I would say.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't want it anymore, so I wasn't.
It's whatever.
Here we go.
It's like stunning music.
Clubs, bangers.
I made it as short as possible.
I got Van just
wow. You got Van winning this.
Oh yeah, I got Van. I got Van for sure. It's gonna be a decision. I got Van by decision.
Oh shit. Okay.
It might be a fun little war. I got this though. I feel Van's gonna outbox him.
Vegas has this very close as well. I forgot to give the odds. 118, Van is the favorite, but not by much. Royval is 102.
That's what I'm saying. This might be the fight of the night. It could be.
There you go. All right, cool. Well, now let's move it in to the co-main event of the evening flyweight bout. We have your champion of the world, Alexander Pantoja, versus Kai Kara France, the number 4 ranked flyweight. Pantoja is a 238 favorite in this matchup. Pantoja is 29-5. Kai Kara France is 25-11, and they're both coming off of victories. Kai Kara France does have a 2-inch reach advantage. What are your thoughts on this fight?
He'll need 8 inches. Pause.
Nope. Pause.
So for this one, I put it like this. This is Kai Kara France. He's 6-4 in his last 10, 1-2 in his last 3. He had 2 back-to-back losses, and then he knocked out Eric Eckrig, whatever his name is, in his last fight. This is Pantoja's 4th title defense. He's on a 7-fight win streak. Pantoja's running through everybody. Last person he fought, I forgot, guy from Japan, who came from Rising. He was a really good fighter and got him out in the second round. So Pantoja is gonna run through Kai Kara France. He's a tough fighter out of New Zealand. I know he's got that. Him, Izzy, and all the rest of them over there. He does like I think it's the haka dance and does all that stuff, sticks his tongue out. All that stuff ain't gonna help you when it comes to this fight. Pantoja's gonna get him up out of there. You go ahead and get that thing ready.
All right, here we go.
Clubs, bangers.
I got Pantoja winning in whatever round he feels like he's going to win this fight in. I don't think it's going to be. If it goes 5 rounds, Pantoja will allow it to go 5 rounds, but it probably one of those maybe 3 or 4 round stoppages, either submission or TKO.
So Vegas has the over under at 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
And says that it's a 166 is on the over actually. So they're thinking they're going to go over 3.5 rounds.
Okay.
Vegas does.
I mean, I've seen Crawford. He's not a bad fighter, but Brandon Moreno got him with his leg kick. I think it was the first round. That liver kick just folded him. I mean, he's not a bad fighter, but Pantoja is on another level right now. He's at the level where he's been calling out Demetrius, the GOAT, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson out, come out of retirement, but it's not going to happen.
All right, well, there you go. Yeah, odds to win by decision 175, odds to win by submission 225. So a little bit higher odds on the decision there. So they actually think it's going to go the full way Vegas does. That's interesting. Okay, cool. Well, let's move it in to the main event. Let's hit some comments here. I know Arika's had some comments about Do Bronx. He seems like he's a really big Do Bronx fan. So let's see. If y'all don't have Do Bronx winning, I'm going to make sure they shut this channel down. Okay. Oh, man, that's funny.
Right.
He said, I think Do Bronx...
Shut that hairline down.
Shut you down. I think Do Bronx will be due to Ilya what Khabib was to McGregor. What do you think? I'm not going to say that word just in case. Not trying to get canceled.
Okay. I doubt it. Highly doubt that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get into it now and see what Clubber D thinks about it. Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira for the vacant lightweight title. It is a 440 favorite for Topuria. So a very heavy favorite here. So I'm sorry to tell you that, Arikas, it doesn't look good. Topuria is 16-0. Do Bronx 35-10, both coming off of wins. Now, the one thing that Do Bronx does have here over Topuria is a 5-inch 5-inch reach advantage and a 4-inch leg reach advantage. So he's longer, essentially. But that might not help him here. What are your thoughts on this huge main event?
Wow, that was a pause. See, the thing with Oliveira, his weight cuts lately has been kicking his ass. This is gonna be his 35th fight in the UFC. He's 35 years old. Again, he's one of those who's fought just about everybody. There comes a point where stuff kind of slows down for you, and he had a crazy 11 fight win streak, and then he fought Islam, and then since he fought Islam, he's been 2-2. You look on the other hand, Topuria, he's like you say, 16-0, 8-0 in the UFC. I want to say his last 2 fights were KO against Volk and Max Holloway. First person to put Max Holloway away. And I think out of his 8 fights in the UFC, he's out of his 8 fights, he had what I wrote it. I know I wrote it down somewhere. Oh yeah. So out of his 8 fights in the UFC, he's taken out 6 people by KO. So I'm sorry, 4 people. He hasn't gone past 3 rounds since June of 2023 against Josh Emmett, which went unanimous decision. So, with that being said, he's a younger fighter, being at 28. Ilia Topuria is the man. He is shorter. He does look obviously a lot smaller than Charles Oliveira. And I kind of want to see how Charles looks rehydrated, like when he comes out to the cage today. But with that being said, you can go ahead and hit it.
Clubs, bangers.
Charles Oliveira can go to sleep in the second round.
Sleep in the second round.
Ilia Topuria can put him back in that little cocoon when he's trying to lose weight with all his teammates around him, when he's wrapped up like a mummy, and all of them.
That was what I was talking about earlier.
When all of them are looking like that.
I was like, that video is crazy.
Yeah, you might as well go back to that. He's gonna be one of those Native American sweatshops. He's gonna be in a teepee with his friends, all like that. That's what's gonna happen in the second round. Ilia Topuria is gonna take over the lightweight division. Okay, he's moving. He's the next big thing. All right. I like Charles Oliveira. He is the man, but that Michael Chandler fight, I thought I predicted he was going to win that fight, but Chandler had a chance in the first 2 rounds in the gases, like he always does. But if you can't get Chandler out the second time quickly, I don't know what's going on, bro. If you play like that with Ilia Topuria, it's a wrap. Now, I will caveat this: Charles Oliveira can get him on the ground. He can get him on the ground. His jiu-jitsu skills is way advanced, way more advanced than Ilia Topuria. So if it does go to the ground early, yes, Oliveira can get him. But I think Ilia Topuria's power is the is what's going to be the difference in the fight, because I've never seen somebody stop Max Holloway, and he's been in some wars. And Max Holloway isn't washed just yet, and the fact that Ilia Topuria made him look like I want to call him Maxwell instead of Max Holloway, the way he whooped his ass. So it's Ilia Topuria is that guy, and Charles Oliveira. I'm a fan. Do Bronx, well, you might have to go to Brooklyn because it's a wrap. Might have to change that nickname.
Woo! Yes, sir. How about we give you? Well, I mean, look. First of all, I mean, I agree. I don't think that Do Bronx is going to beat Topuria. And Vegas, as much as our fans in here who seem to love Do Bronx a lot here, Vegas doesn't agree. Vegas agrees with Clubber D. It says Vegas has this fight not even going over a round and a half. It's the over-under is 1.5 rounds. And the heavy odds, 175 favorite odds to win by KO under 1.5 rounds. Vegas's highest odds for Oliveira would be to win by submission, and those odds are at 750. So it's Vegas thinks this fight is over very quickly by knockout, basically.
Yeah.
So I know we got the Do Bronx fans in here, and we appreciate you subbing.
Yeah.
We appreciate you subbing.
Appreciate you.
Clubber D gave you that great analysis, so continue to watch us for that good analysis. But we got to keep it real here, and we just don't think that. And I love Charles Oliveira. I do. I think he's a great fighter. But there's sometimes you fight somebody that's better than you. Warstar. Now you had two different comments here, so I don't know which one to highlight. Because at first you said if it goes more than 3, then you had Do Bronx, but then you have here more than 3, and it's Ilia. So I don't know if you're asking a question there or if you're so. Not sure what you mean by that, but either way, Vegas has it over under 1.5. Sorry, we got to give astute and real analysis. Clubber D gives
everybody was a fan of Mike Tyson. You saw what Jake Paul did. I don't know whoever thought Mike Tyson had a chance against Jake Paul. Unfortunately, it's reality. Now, if Ilia Topuria wins, hey, it is what it is. But sorry, I just don't see it. I mean, if Topuria loses, it is what it is. But I just don't see Charles Oliveira doing it, man. I just don't see it.
I love it. I appreciate you wanting my analysis, but Clubber D definitely has better UFC analysis than I necessarily do. What do you think of the Khamzat DDP fight will go from Warstar?
That's what I think. Is that next month or this month? Anyways, I think I'm actually shocked they're letting Khamzat in America. I think it's going down in Chicago. I didn't think he was going to be allowed back in America, but no, being dead serious, man.
You're not wrong.
What's going on is I did not think they're going to let him in, but my early non-prediction is that DDP is tricky. He is very tricky. The way he fights, you think he's out of it, but he's still in it. If that fight stays on the feet, Khamzat will not win. If that fight goes to the ground, which I think it will go, Khamzat all the way. But my early analysis of it, but I don't think Khamzat's not going to respect his wrestling. He's just going to go and take him down, because Khamzat's last fight, he fought Whitaker and basically broke his teeth, but that was just like a freak, whatever. That's not normal in UFC or fighting period. So I thought that fight was going to be a real test for him because I was on the fence when I saw the Gilbert Burns fight, and then I saw the he just fought last week against black dude, X170 champ, African. God, dog, what is his name? Someone out there help me.
What was it again?
Leon Edwards knocked him out. Husan, God dang it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. See, this is what happens when you guys got me thinking.
Kamaru Usman.
Kamaru Usman. See, that's a Usman. Yeah. So when that fight happened and he couldn't beat him, and he couldn't beat him handily, and 10-day notice that fight, and maybe looking at Khamzat sideways, like, how good is he? Not saying he's not a bad fighter. It's just that hype train after his first 3-4 months in the UFC, I thought he was the next big thing ever. And then he got caught COVID and kind of, is what it is. He beat, they saved Nate Diaz from that ass kicking from Khamzat when he went overweight, and Kevin Holland felt the brunt of that in the first round ass whooping. But, I think if it goes to the ground, Khamzat is gonna go ahead and get him. But if it stays standing up, Duplessis is very tricky on the feet, and he looks like that herky jerky style is very it's hard to figure out. So it depends what type of fight it's going to be, because Duplessis comes to bring it. He doesn't play. He better work on his takedown defense.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I think that what you said would exactly be what happens. That he just takes him down early and just keeps him on the ground. So, Warstar also says Gilbert knocked Hamzat. So, I'm not sure which Gilbert he's talking about, but I'm not sure.
You're saying Gilbert knocked out Hamzat? I mean, it was a good fight. It was a good fight. Like, Gilbert had him rocked a few times, and also this is his Hamzat's first fight in America in years since that Gilbert fight. Either the Gilbert fight or the Kevin Holland fight. He's been fighting over in Abu Dhabi for the last few years. So, how's that going to be?
Right. All right. Word. Well, cool. Thank you, everybody, for those questions and comments. Obviously, we hope you enjoy UFC and boxing tonight. Before we get out of here, I did want to show a little something cool that happened this past week. And I got to talk to you about getting yours, but we are official, like a referee
look at it.
with a whistle. Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Approved for the press, and I got even something better for you, my brother. Check this out. I went ahead and got approved by UFC.
What?
To do press. Yep. I applied for a press credentials, and they gave them to me. So I applied to cover the July 12th fight, Derek Lewis, when he comes into town.
That is an actual, holy shit.
I'm waiting to hear back about that fight. We need to get you one of these ASAP and get your press credentials official. So I need to get your height, and I can go ahead and order one for you. Because
fucking awesome.
Yeah. I put it under the MVP specialty media marketing business, and they approved it. And I was like, all right. So I put in for my credentials for the July 12th fight. I'm waiting to hear back on that.
That's awesome. It's like walking distance.
That's crazy. We are in there, brother. We going in to there the top, like swimwear.
Baby. That's fucking awesome.
Top. Ball and Buds is going to the top, baby. Oh, let me turn that upside.
Yeah.
Ball and Buds is going to the top. Let's go. I thought you would like that, so I had to make sure I showed you that. And how cool is that, dude? I got the approval email. I was like, yeah. Super dope. All right. We appreciate you. Hey, mad love to you as well. Thank y'all for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Everybody, make sure you subscribe at Ball and Buds, BALLAND. BUDS, as well as subscribe at Clubber D's new YouTube, Clubber D as well. You can just go to that QR code up at the top, go ahead and scan that, and that'll take you to all of our socials at that link tree. We got one more comment. Warstar, who you got for the main event tomorrow?
Whose fight is that? Is that boxing?
I think I would assume that's boxing. I believe.
I do my pick'ems. I gotta.
Who was fighting tomorrow? I can't remember who it was, but I'm gonna look up the boxing schedule real quick. Pascal and no, that's not. That's tonight. Is that tonight?
Yeah, is that tonight?
No, that's tonight. I don't have anything for tomorrow. I don't have anything for tomorrow. Unless I'm tripping.
Look at Champ Ross is Sunday. Oh, I'm going with Vince.
Oh, that's right, Paras. Yeah, right, Paras. Yeah.
Even though I picked the other dude, but Vince is homie of Skywalker and everybody. So I'm going with Vince.
There you go.
Yep. Decision.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, by the way, tapping with Skywalker. He's boys with Paras, so he's going to have him on the show soon. So make sure you tap in with Skywalker Boxing Media. Please don't screenshot my press pass. Don't do that. I'm at the block. Thank you. I'm actually at to block that out. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you. Much appreciated, Warstar. Thank you for tuning in. Again, y'all make sure you hit subscribe and hit that like button, whether watching live or on the replay. Sorry, bro. Asking. Oh, where are you tuning in from?
Yeah, where you?
Star. Let us know where you're at.
You might be. This is tonight for us.
Oh, Pakistan.
Oh, Pakistan. Are you Karachi? I wonder if he's in Karachi. A shout out to got some friends from Karachi, Pakistan. Well, appreciate you watching, man. Appreciate you. Tell your friends out there.
We appreciate all y'all. Yeah. Tell them to come check out Ball and Buds, baby. We here. Appreciate you. Yes, of course. Let's see if he chimes back with if he's from Karachi or not. But either way, I'll go ahead and close out. Clubber D, what's your final thoughts?
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. If you tune in for 5 seconds or 5 minutes, just hit that like button. Maybe we might try to grow and We like to interact with everybody, even if they talk shit. We like to have fun with everybody. So appreciate y'all.
He says Islamabad.
Islamabad. Okay, cool. That's what's up.
And Enriquez is in Dallas. All right, shout out to all our people in Dallas. My brother DJ.
You ain't in Dallas. You in Frisco or Plano. Quit lying. Hey, I love Dallas. Hey, they got
Arlington.
I love Dallas. Dallas is fun.
Yeah, Dallas is a great town.
Good time out there in Frisco.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I have a great time every time I go. Yeah, true that. Shout out my boy DJ Danny West, the Cowboys resident DJ out there. So shout out him.
Okay.
All right, cool. Well, again, thank y'all everybody for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure you again hit that like button and subscribe. Tell all your friends to subscribe, and we will catch you next time. Actually, I think it's July 12th or the 10th. We said we would have the boxing crew get back together.
Big weekend.
A big show to talk about all the huge boxing fights coming up for the rest of the month of July. So July 10th, 8 o'clock Eastern. Y'all make sure you tune in.
July 10th, 8 o'clock Eastern. We talk about Serrano, Taylor, all-female card. Shakur Stevenson, Zepeda, Berlanga, Hamzat Shiraz, whoever else is on that card. That's all I got.
There's a lot of good fights. No, we're going to talk about Barrios and Pacquiao. Barrios and Pacquiao we'll talk about too. It's a couple weeks after, but we'll talk on that too. So.
Derek Lewis fighting in Nashville same night. UFC.
I will be there covering it for Ball and Buds, baby. Let's go. Oh man, that would be great if I do get it. Maybe we got to get you flown out here too, maybe for that. That would be fucking dope. Anyways, all right. Holla, y'all. Peace.
Peace with the millions. It's that world heavyweight flow. Championship belt wrapped around my waist, yo. I got that Ric Flair figure flow. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat close. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated, folks. Get ready, set, let's go. Fight toe to toe, release the flow created by this mic pro. Lights, camera, get low. Action packed, back to back. In fact, this monster will grow. Y'all better let him know. Man with the master plan, and you have no need to know. Hard like winter cold. Bust these fools, anything less than killing whack rappers is a crime. I stay trying to get mine. Stacking value, packing venues, winning over time. Ain't no fine timeline. Open your eyes, you're looking for the best, and this is what you find. Game is only for the bold. You came prepared, now get ready for the show.
Introducing from parts unknown, your UFC and combat sports insider, Clever D, the Combat G, and the Sports